Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Arc Valley High Rollers taking on the Rainier Roller Girls at Wild West Showdown, the 5th annual version. We're going to spin through some rosters really quick for the folks on the live feed. Rainier Roller Girls R12, Betty Ford Galaxy, 123 Bad Catitude, 138 Gunner Hands Off, 1964 is Ponyboy Hurt Us, 210 is Rock and Rolla, 25 is Voodoo Lady Goo-Goose, 26 Cylinders Charlie Horsepower, 30 Tina Fatal, 31 Reanimator, 334 Bulldozer, 360 Shock Stopper, 44 Chick Eastwood, 6% alcohol by volume Holly Bush, and D20 is Damsel of Doom, who is on the jammer line now.
All right, and for the Arc Valley Rollers in the black tops, we've got number 1000 Smasher to Smithereens, number 13 Soccer Balls, number 2 Mary Skankster, number 217 Anita Hit a Bitch, number 30 Shook Me All Night, number 40 Queen La Beacha, number 420 Natty Dreadlock, number 454 Lead Betty, number 63 Killer Bee, number 710 Pain in the Bass, and number 711 Nacho Sleaze.
And Pain in the Bass just about a half track behind Damsel of Doom, who broke through as the lead jammer, now is on a scoring pass, picking up 4 points for the Rainier Roller Girls. In case you're wondering, which you probably are, I'm LeGrand Mort.
And I'm Mistress Mouth.
And I'm so happy to be with Mistress Mouth. I think this is the first game we've called together.
I think it is.
That's such an honor. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
When we come back, that is Ponyboy Hurt Us, 1964 for Rainier.
Up against Nacho Sleaze for Arc Valley. Ponyboy starting off very low there, trying to muscle her way to the front of the pack. Nacho Sleaze breaking through. She's picked up lead jammer for Arc Valley.
Ponyboy Hurt Us just about a quarter track behind. Nacho Sleaze keeping an eye on the track, or the pack rather, and her bench.
Nacho Sleaze holding the outside line, picks up 2 points, and she calls off the jam. 2 points for Ponyboy on that one as well.
So even Steven on that last jam, 6 points Rainier, and 2 points for Arc Valley High Rollers. Just the second jam, though. Plenty of time for that to get all sorts of different.
Yeah, right here. Looks like we've got a 3-on-4 pack advantage to Rainier. Number 30, that is Shook Me All Night in the penalty box. Pain in the Bass jamming for Arc Valley.
123, that is Bad Catitude jamming for Rainier. Bad Catitude breaking around that last line of defense, picks up that lead jammer. Pain in the Bass still struggling in the back there by Voodoo Lady Goo-Goo and Reanimator doing some good work back there, 1-2.
Pain in the Bass getting called on a cutting track penalty, is going to go spend a minute in the penalty box. Power jam Rainier.
That was Tina Fatal, number 33, that pulled that cut. Bad Catitude dropped out herself. Teammates trying to help her, and she's also going to pick up a cut. Stepped in. She thought she was okay, and she stepped in just that one skate. Saw she wasn't okay. Was hoping people didn't see it, but they did. So we are going to have a jammer switch out. Bad Catitude sits down. Pain in the Bass will be released, and Bad Catitude will serve the same amount of time that Pain in the Bass did. And this jam will go for 2 minutes.
Pain in the Bass trying to work her way through that solid 3-wall. Oh, and tough hit by number 31, Reanimator. And now she's going back to the box. Pain in the Bass back blocking. She will serve her full minute.
Because Bad Catitude had been released on her shortened penalty time. Breaking through because Bad Catitude had already made her initial pass, she picks up 5 points on that on the first pass out of the box.
Bad Catitude knocked out of bounds. Turn 2 is going to get recycled well back to the back of the pack. And that's going to be the end of that jam.
So far, that last jam was a little riddled with penalties right there, Mr. Smouth. So we saw the jammers switch out twice, sort of on their own. Hopefully it's not indicative of the rest of the game. I do like seeing two jammers battling it out side by side on the track.
Rainier jumping out into a little bit of a lead. They picked up 10 points on that last jam, bringing it 16-2. And we've got Red Bulldozer jamming for Rainier in a power jam, looking for an opening around the outside, and picks up her lead jammer.
Queen La Bicha and Smasher to Smithereens, slowing her down. But Red Bulldozer's turned into a pretty go-to jammer for Rainier this season.
She's got one left to get around. They call no pack. They got to let her go. And that's another 5-point grand slam. Thank you, Red Bulldozer.
Red Bulldozer scanning the pack, looking for an opportunity. She's going to run into Smasher to Smithereens. Now, Pain in the Bass out of the box, engaging the pack. This is her initial pass as Red Bulldozer in that brace position from Sock Her Balls. And Smasher to Smithereens is going to be forced to call it off.
3 points for Red Bulldozer on that last pass before she called it off. Nacho Sleaze lining up for Arc Valley, up against number 31, Reanimator for Rainier.
The Reanimator, a very experienced skater, been skated on a few leagues. You're going to see that happen here. She's going to attempt to pull Nacho Sleaze back. Nacho Sleaze making her own decision about how far back she wants to go.
Is that what they refer to as the soul crush?
Yeah, it could be this. Yes, indeed, I think it is. Performed by the Reanimators is especially fortuitous.
Taking a little slide there, coming out of the pack. Lead jammer now, of course, to Reanimator.
As Anita Hitovich heads to the box, the Reanimator picks up her 4.
Up on her toe stops to stay in bounds there, but she decides to call it off.
One blocker advantage right now. Shook Me All Night up against Ponyboy Hurtis, 1964.
Both jammers very low off the line. Ponyboy Hurtis trying to pick her route. Meanwhile, Shook Me All Night knocked to the inside and recycled to the back.
Ponyboy Hurtis fighting against that 2 wall in the front, looking for a little bit of daylight. Now that 2 turned into a 3. That's Killer B doing some good work right there. Ponyboy's put to the back of the pack. Shook Me All Night. She's up against Charlie Horsepowered. Holly Bush, huge shoulder. Going to allow some daylight for Ponyboy Hurtis to get out as a lead jammer. About 30 seconds took to establish lead.
Shook Me All Night through the pack now on her initial pass. Ponyboy Hurtis sees her coming and calls off the jam, picking up 3 points for Rainier.
Rainier Roller Girls leading right now 31-2 against the Arc Valley High Rollers. 21 minutes and about 40 seconds left in this first period.
Do we have any Arc Valley fans here in the house tonight?
What about my folks from my hometown of Rainier? Which is White Center. Totally White Center. Bad Catitude up against Pain in the Bass. Bad Catitude able to get out first, but Pain in the Bass just right on her heels. No advantage there for either blocker, or either jammer rather. Called off the jam.
I'm just so in love with her makeup.
Oh, Bad Catitude, fantastic. It seems like it takes so long, but she does it every single time. It's fantastic.
And it's flawless.
It's flawless.
A Red Bulldozer on the line for Rainier up against Shook Me All Night for Ark Valley. And they've lined up on the pivot line.
We've seen that a few times this weekend. I wonder if there was a contract that the teams had to sign that they would line up on the pivot line X many times.
I think there's a scroll somewhere that I can read about that, how that works.
Also, offense has been played once or twice. Back block being assessed on Red Bulldozer. Power jam opportunity for all night long.
She could easily make up that 29-point deficit in a good power jam.
You know what? She can make up that 29-point deficit all night long.
And she is on her way. That's 5 points for Shook Me All Night.
So, a little bit of penalty trouble happening for Ark Valley as well. They've got at least one player in queue. There's no room at the inn. Rock and Rolla headed off as well, and it has gotten fast and loose out here on the roller derby flat track. All night long. Shook Me All Night.
Squeezes right through there and gets another 5-point grand slam.
Shook Me All Night. Just Holly Bush and Shock Stopper out there providing the two-wall assistance, but they're going to get ahead of the pack with this passive offense really quickly. Mary Skankster.
Oh.
Nacho Slee's huge shoulder.
Nice hit. Knocking her out of bounds, staying in herself. Recycling Red Bulldozer to the back.
Shock Stopper doing some good positional blocking as Red Bulldozer gets a little help from Nacho Sleaze, but that help was not warranted or not wanted, so she's going to head to the box for an out of play. A whole lots of things happening in that last Jam Mistress Mouth. Not a lot of them were happening together in a pack, but lots of things happening. Where we ended up was 35-30, 28 points put on the board in that jam for Ark Valley High Rollers. Great work there by them. 4 for Rainier Roller Girls. We've about 18 minutes and 10 seconds left and just a 5-point game.
We've got number D20, Damsel of Doom, up against number 710, Pain in the Bass. Pain in the Bass getting recycled to the back. Damsel of Doom picks up lead jammer for Rainier. Pain in the Bass getting knocked to the outside, taking a look to see where she needs to be.
And the Reanimator headed to the box. I believe that's a high block or a forearm. I saw both calls, I thought.
5-point grand slam on the board now for Damsel of Doom.
Now, where I did see a high block was on Ark Valley. Damsel of Doom take it to the inside by Killer B.
That was a nice hit.
She was just set up and ready for her. Damsel of Doom thought she could get by, but Killer just shouldered in, shut that jam down, closed the door, whatever you want to call it.
Clearly, Damsel of Doom rolled a 1 on that one.
Yeah, she did. She did roll a 1.
Nerd jokes, I love them.
And we got Chick Eastwood lined up against 13 Soccer Balls. I think I said it differently before, and it was so much fun. Soccer Balls trying to get around Charlie Horsepower, not making it easier for her. She's going to recycle her back. Pony Boy trying to help out. Chick Eastwood picking up the lead jammer. Charlie Horsepower going to pay for her efforts, sitting in the sin bin with the Reanimator. Soccer Balls taking a tumble over Pony Boy Hurtis. No penalties assessed. Chick Eastwood having a tough time getting around Nacho Sleaze and smash her to smithereens. Pony Boy now last line of defense against Soccer Balls, lets her go. Holly Bush headed to the box. That box is not getting too cool for too long. Two
more points for, it was that number 44,
Chick Eastwood.
Chick Eastwood, thank you for the, she calls off the jam. Looks like we've got Bad Catitude lining up for Rainier up against number 30, Shook Me All Night. Look at, they're doing it again.
That's right. They're on that crazy, crazy pivot line. When I say pivot line, I think I'm saying the wrong thing. It's been so long since I've said it.
I know. Yeah, it makes you wonder why there's even a line there anymore.
Right. Shook Me All Night, picking up lead jammer.
Bad Catitude knocked to the inside is going to get recycled back, and here comes Shook Me All Night.
Just Betty Ford Galaxy up there to stop her. Not a lot of help. Can't hold on to it. Anita hit a bitch. Last line of defense, Bad Catitude out, but it's her first pass. Shook Me All Night, lots of daylight on the inside. Gun her hands off, can't quite catch up to her. 4 points.
Little sponsor loving time. Fingers Dukes is more than your average screen printing company. They're a collection of awesome creative personalities working together. They utilize their diverse selection of talented professional artists, designers, and illustrators to provide the best and most original, cutting-edge solutions for their clients' needs. Go check out their booth over at Vendor Alley.
Do it, do it. Come back, that's going to be Ponyboy Hurtis, 1964 against Pain in the Bass. Ponyboy Hurtis fighting her way around turn 3. A screen attempted by Queen La Bicha. Kind of knocked down a bunch of players that maybe she didn't want to. Ponyboy gets around Anita hit a bitch, and Anita hit a bitch needed to do it. Ponyboy very much wanted to call that jam.
I'm calling it!
It's sometimes make yourself known. Just bring it around. Clarify.
Sometimes we need more than our voices to be heard.
Yes, indeed. Raise every voice. The Reanimator, number 31. She's up against Shook You All Night.
Reanimator lead jammer for Rainier. 3-on-3 pack. Oh, and Reanimator picking up a back blocking penalty.
I think that was up against Killer B. Killer B didn't fall down, but I think that they did judge that she had moved her position enough to warrant that back block. Betty Ford Galaxy. Welcome to turn 1. She's going to head to the box for being herself. Shook Me All Night, finding it easy to get around with this diminished pack from Rainier.
Pack is standing still. Only 2 blockers in the pack at the moment.
Damsel of Doom catching Shook Me All Night. And we have a lead change. The Ark Valley High Rollers on this jam have brought up 53 to 44. 15 points. Shook Me All Night on a monster jam. 20 points so far. If you are at home right now and you're an Ark Valley fan, you got to be excited.
Who doesn't love a close, well-fought bout?
No one.
Reanimator now out of the penalty box, into the pack, gets knocked to the inside and recycled to the back. And we've now got Shook Me All Night on her way to the box.
The Reanimator making sure she resets herself behind that pack. She had made her initial pass, so she picked up 5 points that since Shook Me All Night was in the box. 49-58, 9 points separating the two teams. Power start for Rainier and Ponyboy Hurtis, 1964. Ponyboy all alone on the jammer line. It's almost like she's an outsider.
Well, definitely Rainier wants to take back the lead here at this point, and this is a good time to do it. She's trying to get around number 1,000 Smasher to smithereens, and she pushes, gets through, gets her lead jammer status.
And just nearly everybody in the box right now. 2 blockers from each team, 1 jammer from Ark Valley.
Penalty box party.
That was Lead Betty putting the hurt on Ponyboy for a sec. Ponyboy jumping right back up. Says hello to her teammate, Damsel of Doom, as she re-enters from the box. Ponyboy finds her way through. 5 points.
3 on 2 in the pack now, just 2 holding the line for Ark Valley. And that's going to be the end of that jam.
9 minutes, 50 seconds left in this first period, 59-58. Another lead change. You know what to do up there in the beer garden. Take a drink. Are you enjoying this roller derby? Okay, beer garden, I was talking to you, and downstairs totally destroyed you with loudness. Beer garden, are you enjoying roller derby? That guy's enjoying roller derby. Bulldog disappointment from me. The Reanimator out. Lead jammer. Shook me all night.
They're just filing out of the penalty box at this point.
5 points the natural way, with actually everybody on the track. But now Betty Ford Galaxy is going to change that and head to the box.
And that's going to be the end of that one. 1 point for Rainier on that last pass. This is very exciting. Are you having fun over there in the bleachers? Yay!
Little girl in the pink is having a great time.
Yes, she is. And if she were the only one, then our jobs would be complete.
I know. Pain in the Bass, Red Bulldozer. Pain in the Bass looking into the outside line. Pushing on Rock and Rolla, finally gets by.
Pain in the Bass, lead jammer for Ark Valley. Red Bulldozer still hung up at the front of the pack. But there is a call on a multiplayer block, and that lets Red Bulldozer get through the pack. Pain in the Bass breaks through the front, calls off the jam, picking up 4 more points for Ark Valley.
Little crash there at the end. Slowing down Red Bulldozer. 62-65, just 3 points separating the 2 teams, 7 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't think these 2 teams really knew what to expect. We didn't know what to expect. They've never seen each other before, but this is turning out to be a really exciting game.
This is very exciting.
Damsel of Doom, Nacho Sleaze.
Damsel of Doom recycled to the back.
Nacho Sleaze 7-11. She's both an item and a location.
This time Nacho Sleaze getting knocked out of bounds to the back of the pack. Damsel of Doom has picked up lead jammer.
Nacho Sleaze going to run into Bad Catitude, Reanimator, and gun her hands off. Bad Catitude picking up a blocking in the clockwise direction.
And Damsel of Doom gets through the pack, picks up 4 more points, calls an end to that jam.
And we have 4 points.
Little shout out here to the Washington Health Plan Finder, folks. A new way to help you find, compare, and select a quality health insurance plan that's right for you, your family, and your budget. Check them out. They've got a booth over here. Go get signed up for your health care if you're not already.
When we come back, that's Ponyboy Hurtis, 1964 against Pain in the Bass, who's trying to muscle her way through Shock Stopper and Charlie Horsepower. Gets rocked back behind Rock and Rolla. Ponyboy not having much luck either. She's being smacked around by Smasher to smithereens. Pain in the Bass, lead jammer.
Oh, Ponyboy Hurtis just getting knocked around at the back of the pack, trying to get around Smasher to smithereens. Number 63, Killer B in the mix.
Killer B hit her on the inside. She went around it, then Killer B came out and they hit her back on the inside again. But meanwhile, Nacho Sleaze being taken off for a cut track penalty. This is now a power jam for Ponyboy Hurtis and Rainier Roller Girls. Ponyboy, I think, is still on her initial pass, though. It's not been easy. 1 minute ticked off this jam clock so far.
Rainier's blockers are holding the pack, hoping that eventually Ponyboy Hurtis, there she goes, pushes her way through the front. They called no pack, they gotta let her go. Not lead jammer, but she is in a power jam.
Ponyboy Hurtis up against a four wall and pressed back with a good shot by that Ark Valley defense. Shoulder Killer B. Ponyboy not the lead jammer, unable to call the jam. If she were able, she would have been sorry for it.
And Rainier's blockers come in and try to break up that wall, trying to clear a path for Ponyboy Hurtis. But she's now up against the three wall again, knocked to the inside by Smasher to smithereens, and there goes Pain in the Bass out of the penalty box, busting through the pack and calling off the jam.
What just happened, Mistress Mouth? Is it?
It happened very quickly.
People were forced to do offense.
I know.
Isn't that incredible?
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Offense was required.
Nacho Sleaze on the line for Ark Valley up against Reanimator for the Rainier Roller Girls.
Almost a full pack on the track, just Bad Catitude sitting in the sin bin. 72-67 lead from Rainier, which might get turned around by Nacho Sleaze picking up lead jammer. The Reanimator skating on one skate to stay in, but she's about a half track behind. Nacho Sleaze looking for something to clear, gets it, quits it.
Saw some great blocking there by Smasher to smithereens, clearing a path for her to get through, but it looks like I think somebody's looking for a late hit call.
Potentially, yep. I think it's going to come. And it looks like it at least has been assigned via hand signal. Illegal procedure on the Reanimator for that late hit.
All right, some more sponsor loving here. Oh, no, maybe we'll get to that in a moment. Looks like we're going to get back underway here.
The sponsors know we love them.
We do love them very much. They pay the bills.
72-71, Rainier leading 1 point. Pain in the Bass on the line. Charlie Horsepower, rock and rolla.
Rock and rolla Chola just knocking her right on her Pain in the Bass.
Charlie Horsepower doing that reverse skate shoulder thing that you do. Last line of defense, but Pain in the Bass picking up lead jammer. 30 seconds off of this power jam. Nice work
job.
right there. That was Lead Betty making that screen on the outside, giving Pain in the Bass enough room to break on through. Rock and rolla, Bad Catitude, Charlie Horsepower can't hold on to it. That's turning a nickel into a dime, folks. 10 points.
Gonna go for the same strategy here once again. And she makes it through. 5 points, Pain in the Bass. Reanimator is out of the box through the pack on her initial pass.
The Reanimator speeding around as fast as she can, spins around to get her hips in front, Picks up all 4 of her points.
And we've got about 1:20 left in the period clock. We'll have time for at least one more jam. Wow. Rainier Roller Girls 76, Ark Valley 89. Still a very, very close bout. Very exciting.
I just called the I-5 in Seattle Derby Brats game, and I thought that game had the most lead changes. This game is giving it a run for its money. And now we have a timeout on Rainier in this last minute. Gives us a chance to give a shout out to Toad House Pizza Beer Garden. If you're over 21 and you are here, head up to the beer garden and say hi to the boys from Toad House Pizza. While you're there, it wouldn't hurt to enjoy one of the beers. Like, you know, don't just say hi, get a beer. If you're ever in Bremerton and want to enjoy some fine pizza and beer, check them out at 1405 Northeast McWilliams Road over in Bremerton.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, immediately following this bout, well, at 7:30, with Lava City Roller Dolls taking on Emerald City Roller Girls. Couple of Oregon teams going at it.
And also, please check out the merch booth. There's so much great merch, and I want to prove that you're here, and so do you. So how do we do that together? You buy a t-shirt. That's what happens.
And support roller derby while you're at it.
That's right, Mistress Mouth. If there's something wrong with supporting roller derby, I don't want to be right.
I concur. We've got number 30, Shook Me All Night, on the line for Ark Valley up against D20, Damsel of Doom.
And it's just a pile up on that outside line. So Damsel of Doom's going to try to go to the inside. Seems like it was going to be friendlier. It's not. Finally getting around, led Betty.
Shook Me All Night, still trying to work her way through the pack. They got to let her go. And jammer race, ladies and gentlemen.
Quadzilla says keep it going, so Damsel of Doom does, but she's going to get...
Back blocking on Damsel of Doom.
She had a back block on Anita Hit-a-Bitch, so it's sort of a reversal of what Anita wanted.
That was not the plan.
No, it's not the plan.
Ugh.
Betty Ford Galaxy picking up a cut track call. So now...
I have a sneaking suspicion she didn't agree with that.
That seems to be the case. The Reanimator taking Shook Me All Night down.
Nice blocking by Ark Valley there, keeping the Rainier girls from rolling the pack back.
81-94. This jam will go to its complete 2 minutes. The Reanimator taking her back again. They can only get that 3-wall back so far. It's covered by 4 by Ark Valley.
And Damsel of Doom out of the penalty box, and
Tina Fatal,
that is a star pass.
Looking to pick up the star pass. But they're...
Unsuccessful?
And we are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in just about 10 minutes for this exciting conclusion of the Rainier Roller Girls taking on the Ark Valley High Rollers. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about 1 minute away from getting back to this hard-hitting derby action. I want to introduce to you again, for you folks listening at home, introduce you to the Ark Valley High Rollers. Number 1,000 is Smasher to Smithereens. Number 13, Soccer Balls. Number 2, Mary Skankster. Number 217, Anita Hit a Bitch. Number 30, Shook Me All Night. Number 40, Queen La Beacha. Number 420, Natty Dreadlock. Number 454, Lead Betty. Number 63, Killer Bee. Number 710, Pain in the Bass. And number 711, Nacho Sleaze.
And skating for the Rainier Roller Girls is number 12, Betty Ford Galaxy. 123, Bad Catitude. 138, Gunner Hands Off. 1964, Ponyboy Hurtis. 210, Rock'n'Rolla. 25 is Voodoo Lady Goo Goo. 26 cylinders is Charlie Horsepower. 30 is Tina Fatal. 31 is The Reanimator. 34 is Red Bulldozer. 360 degrees is Shock Stopper. 44 is Chick Eastwood. 6% alcohol by volume is Holly Bush. And D20 is Damsel of Doom.
There we go. Whew. We're going to start off the second period with Ponyboy Hurtis on the line for Rainier Roller Girls, taking on Pain in the Bass from the Ark Valley.
Ponyboy Hurtis and Pain in the Bass get stood up right off the jammer line. Ponyboy Hurtis having a tough time behind Queen La Beacha.
Very slow-moving pack here at the beginning of this first jam. Betty Ford Galaxy now out of the penalty box as well. Pain in the Bass working her way to the front. She gets around, Annihilate her, and she's picked up lead jammer for Ark Valley.
Meanwhile, Ponyboy Hurtis can't get around Smasher to Smithereens, and the Reanimator looking to help her out. Ponyboy, I think, looking for a passive offense to have happen. Meanwhile, Pain in the Bass scoots around while no one's looking. Picks up 5 points on a natural grand slam.
Oh yeah, the penalty box is empty.
Yes, indeed. 5 on, well...
For a moment.
Betty Ford Galaxies feels that it's lonely. Pain in the Bass picking up 2 points before Charlie Horsepower nudges her to the inside, hips-wise.
Looks like Rainier is sending Damsel of Doom to the jam line for this one. Pain in the Bass gonna stay with the star on her helmet for Ark Valley. They're going with what works.
Yeah, been very effective. Exactly what I was saying. 81-106, 28 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Ark Valley leading.
Pain in the Bass towards the front of the pack, and she's broken through, picked up lead jammer for Ark Valley.
But Damsel of Doom is just about a third track behind. Is going to be putting on the heat. Calls the jam as she tried to get her hips around Pain in the Bass, but didn't quite make it. Double goose egg for that jam.
Going to start this next jam with Bad Catitude on the line for Rainier, taking on Nacho Sleaze for Ark Valley. I just like saying that.
I do too.
Three-on-four pack advantage to Ark Valley. Nacho Sleaze trying to work her way up to the front.
She's gonna...
Bad Catitude knocked to the inside and recycled back, but there goes Nacho Sleaze. Lead jammer.
And up at the front of the pack, that is Tina Fatal, the Reanimator.
Knocked out of bounds by the Reanimator, and she calls off the jam.
Anita Hit a Bitch is going to pick up a back block, which, given her name, you know, par for the course.
She's fulfilling her needs.
She is fulfilling them.
Via roller derby.
Exactly. Pain in the Bass back at the line, sticking with what works. Damsel of Doom. And a pile up Right there, that is Natty Dreadlock and Lead Betty. Damsel of Doom just sneaking by Pain in the Bass to pick up lead Jammer. Quadzilla wants a call on that, and he gets it. Didn't see enough advantage. 0-0.
Whatever Quadzilla wants, Quadzilla gets. Oh, wait. I'll save it for the after party. There's going to be karaoke. Where's our after party information?
Where the karaoke is.
McLeod's Grill House, karaoke, dancing, and alcohol. The party bus will be available to shuttle people to and from McLeod's to the Baymont until 2 a.m. Check it out. It's going to be a good time.
It's not just any bus, it's a party bus. 1964 Ponyboy Hurtis against Shook Me All Night, number 30.
Ponyboy Hurtis. Seeing her opening, she's picked up lead Jammer.
She was skating so freely there. For a second, I thought she was just going to the box, but no, there was just nobody in her way.
That's good blocking by Rainier, clearing a spot for her.
There's Rock and Rolla clearing a spot for her again. Rock and Rolla's mom may be watching her from home. If she is, hi, Mom in Texas. Sounds like she would be skipping church to do this, and we would not blame you.
Not at all.
We're not going to tell anyone, Mom.
For some of us, derby's a religion, too.
Yes, indeed.
Bad Catitude back on the line for Rainier up against Pain in the Bass.
Just a one blocker advantage for Rainier. 85-110, 24 minutes, 44 seconds left in the game. Bad Catitude getting shoved around behind soccer balls. And now Smasher to smithereens. Been so effective, Bad Catitude's got to recycle behind soccer balls. Meanwhile, Pain in the Bass, who does not know how to not jam, is still jamming and picking up points.
Does not know how to not jam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make sure I was following that.
Yeah, multiple negatives to a positive.
Trying to do the math on that one.
4 points. Spreading the lead to 114-85.
For those of you at home, just a reminder, Ark Valley, of course, the ones in the black, Rainier in the red.
Damsel of Doom, D20, Nacho Sleaze, 7-11.
Still 3-on-4 pack advantage to Rainier in this one. Queen La Beach is still hanging out in the penalty box. Nacho Sleaze just pushing her way on that solid, was that a 4-wall? Oh, Damsel of Doom knocked out of bounds, and there goes Nacho Sleaze, lead jammer, Ark Valley.
That was Mary Skankster taking Damsel of Doom out. Damsel of Doom now finally on her initial pass. Meanwhile, Nacho Sleaze hits it, quits it, but with 5.
And that was an all-natural, no preservatives added Grand Slam.
Absolutely was. With an empty box.
And look at this. We've got Pain in the Bass back on the jam line up against Ponyboy Hurtis for Rainier. 5-on-5 on the flat track here.
Ponyboy getting down very low, and she's got Mary Skankster to deal with, along with Killer B and Anita Hit-a-Bitch. Voodoo Lady Goo Goo to the box. Pain in the Bass. Lead jammer, so effective. Killer B swings and misses, giving an opportunity to Ponyboy. She's got it. Meanwhile, Pain in the Bass just lapping her, picking up 5.
Well, what was a very close first half is taking a bit of a turn here. Ark Valley extending their lead 124-85. We've got about 22 minutes left in this second period. Shook Me All Night on the line for Ark Valley up against Reanimator for Rainier. Little rearranging there in the pack.
The Reanimator often put in as a momentum changer. She's been playing a lot of defense. So it could be a sign skating her here.
Shook Me All Night gets hung up in the pack, and Reanimator called on cutting the track and has some words for the ref on that one. Shook Me All Night now has lead jam status.
Just Damsel of Doom and Rock and Rolla up at the front. Shook Me All Night, navigating her way between those two defensive skaters. Nice screen being performed by Anita Hidabitch. Two shoulders with Damsel of Doom, Rock and Rolla. It's going to be sent to the box, but Voodoo Lady Gugu is out as reinforcements.
Nice job by Mary Skangster there, clearing the path for another 5-point grand slam.
Voodoo Lady Gugu pressing on Damsel of Doom. 3 points. Now, Arc Valley, like Mistress Mouth was saying, starting to roll over.
They seem to have got their defense down and their offense, and they keep going with what works.
Absolutely, Pain in the Bass, Bad Catitude. Pain in the Bass, so incredibly effective. Picking up those lead jammer more than anything. Points, yes, but that lead jammer so important, gets through. Lead jammer again. Bad Catitude is through, but she's a half track behind. Lots of room to make up. Betty Ford Galaxy rejoining her crew. Got her hands off. Can't catch her. 4 points, Arc Valley. 2 points, though, by Bad Catitude. Nice fourth whistle effort there by Bad Catitude.
Both teams now with a blocker in the penalty box, and we've got Nacho Sleaze on the line for Arc Valley up against Damsel of Doom for Rainier.
Damsel of Doom looks for that high road. Voodoo Lady Gugu and the Reanimator have just decided to make it their life's work to stop Nacho Sleaze, and it's working.
And try as they might, they were not able to push Damsel of Doom out of bounds, so she got through the pack, picked up lead jammer for Rainier, and makes very quick work of the pack on her first scoring pass, picking up 4 points.
And Quadzilla said to keep it rolling.
She gets around a Natty Dreadlock, and that's a 5-point grand slam. Nacho Sleaze just getting holed up by
and nobody
Reanimator.
watching. Damsel of Doom, 5 points. And Quadzilla right to keep this rolling.
I feel like Arc Valley's defense is struggling with the smasher to smithereens in the penalty box. But she is out now and rejoining the pack. But there's another 4 points for Rainier, chipping away at that lead by Arc Valley. We've got Nacho Sleaze on her way to the penalty box, so we now are in a power jam for Rainier. Exactly what they need.
Damsel of Doom doing a great thing there. She got knocked out. She was tired anyway, it looked like. But she was going to take that one more pass. She got knocked out. Rather than go recycle herself back, which was going to take more time, calls off the jam. Strategic move there.
Taking better advantage of the power jam.
Indeed. And that person taking better advantage is 44 Chick Eastwood. 105, 150, 45 points separating the two. It was an 18-point to 4-point jam. Every blocker in Arc Valley up against Chick Eastwood, able to get her way through. Lead jammer. Passive offense being employed by Rainier right now. Chick Eastwood looking for a sliver. It's all she needs. Or no pack. Natty Dreadlock. Gotta let her go. 5 points.
And she's back into the pack again and going to apparently execute the same strategy there. Just keep pushing until you outrun the pack. And they call no pack, gotta let her go. And there's another 5-point grand slam.
Rainier Roller Girls bringing it up. And Gunner hands off. Dropping Nacho Sleeve to the inside. Gunner hands off, giving a shout out to Bangor Roller Derby and New Hampshire Roller Derby.
Nacho Sleeves now breaks through the pack. That's her initial pass out of the penalty box.
5 points red.
Chick Eastwood looks like she's had enough calls off the jam.
19-point jam for Chick Eastwood.
Breaking down that lead to 26 points for Ark Valley. We're going to start this next one with a 3-on-4 pack advantage to Rainier. Ponyboy Hurtis on the jam line for Rainier, up against Payne and the Bass for Ark Valley.
Ponyboy Hurtis looking to get around Killer B. It's been so hard for her to do so this game. And it is a hot mess in that pack right now as pile up and blocks piling on.
Both blockers or jammers just getting bounced around, but there goes Payne in the Bass. Again, going with what works. She picks up lead jammer.
What you saw right there was a small whip from the Reanimator on the inside. That's the first one I've seen this weekend.
I've seen one or two.
Wow. I got to start watching your games.
I should too. That's going to be the end of that jam.
4-3. So just a 1-point differential. 127, 154. 14 minutes left in the game. Damsel of Doom against Shook Me All Night.
Voodoo Lady Goo Goo hanging out in the penalty box. So we've got 3-on-4 advantage Ark Valley. Damsel of Doom knocked to the outside. Oh, tripped up by her own teammate, Rock and Roll at Chola. Knocked inside. She's getting tired. It's been a long weekend for all of these girls.
Rock and Rolla picking up the cut track actually on Damsel of Doom. And Rock and Rolla. A little bit of confusion. Shook Me All Night. Taking advantage of it though. 5 points. Now, full room at the end. Charlie Horsepower getting some assist on her block. From Lead Betty, I believe. Not necessarily the intended consequence there, I think.
No, I don't think so. But we continue.
Lady Voodoo announcing her return from the box with a huge shoulder. Hi, I'm here.
Did you miss me?
Yeah. Gunner hands off, positional blocking. 15 points now for Shook Me All Night.
Oh, and the time is going to run out on that jam.
Indeed.
Little sponsor loving going on. This crazy skate company dedicated to providing innovative skating products and apparel with the very latest technology in manufacturing. They are designers and manufacturers of roller, inline, and ice skating products. Their product knowledge is based on being in the skating industry for 3 decades and having an immediate knowledge of skating equipment and the people that use it. Check them out over in Vendor Alley.
And now, kind of everybody now back on the track, except for the Reanimator, who's headed to the box. Pain in the Bass, lead jammer. Damsel of Doom out from the sin bin. Got to get around Smasher to Smithereens, who's looking to recycle her with the help of Nacho Sleaze. Rock and Rolla getting yourself in a position. Pain in the Bass picking up 4 points, calls off the jam. Expanding the lead to 173, 127. 11 minutes left in the game.
Bad Catitude up on the line for Rainier. And number 40, Queen Labicha on the jam line for the first time in this bout.
Queen Labicha being a great defensive asset so far. She's going to be behind Voodoo Lady Gugu, taking her to the outside and recycling her back. But she goes to her knees, which allows her to come back in.
Bad Catitude picks up lead jammer for Rainier and is back into the pack on her scoring pass.
Voodoo Lady Gugu heading to the box. Smasher to Smithereens. Pulls the cut track on Bad Catitude. This is now again a power jam for Queen Labicha. Got her hands off. Gotta let her go.
Reanimator out of the penalty box and into the pack, trying to help her girls out.
The Reanimator and got her hands off.
That's some serious booty blocking going on right there. Oh, knocks her out of bounds.
Betty Ford Galaxy is going to pick up direction of play as she ran into Nacho Sleaze, going the wrong direction.
And Reanimator not happy with the direction of gameplay.
The Reanimator picks up the direction of gameplay and insubordination. That's going to put her in 2.
I think she's getting 3 minutes, actually.
3 minutes for insubordination.
I saw 3 of Del from Hell's Fingers on that one. We'll clarify at the end of this jam. She's got some serious time to serve on that insubordination. 5 more points there for Queen Labicha, and that's going to be the end of that jam.
127, 193. Rainier Roller Girls really falling behind. A lot of penalty issues in this second period. A lot of opportunities, a lot of power jams.
And we have a timeout for Arc Valley. Thought that was going to turn into an official review. It could still possibly.
Arc Valley just letting the in-between jam clock run down as far as possible.
Well, we have time for more sponsorship reads then, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Green Monster Roller Sport. We'll get to that at the next break.
That was an announcer fail of reading sponsorships. But Green Monster is awesome.
Go visit them. Oh, look. Official timeout. Hey, speaking of Green Monster Roller Sport is a skate company whose total focus is to produce fresh ideas and innovative product design to the roller skating market, specifically roller derby. They produce some of the best brands known in roller derby, including Andic skate boots. I've heard of those before. Reckless wheels, gumball toe stops, moto bearings, Heartless agility wheels, Astro nuts, and Berserk skate wheels. Green Monster maintains a first-hand understanding of the derby industry by being totally submerged in every facet possible, from coaching, playing, reffing, and educating the world over. This dedication allows Green Monster to set industry trends in the ever-changing sport of roller derby. Green Monster continuing to bring you the best available products for roller derby, roller skating, and always staying true to the sport.
So what has happened, for those of you at home, is that those 3 penalty minutes have taken Reanimator over her allotted 7 minutes. So Holly Bush is sitting in her place, and the Reanimator has fouled out of the game. Back to the game, Payne in the Bass and 1964 Ponyboy Hurtis jamming. Nacho Sleaze headed to the box. Payne in the Bass able to get through first. Ponyboy Hurtis right behind her.
3-on-2 pack situation at the moment. Payne in the Bass picks up no points for that one.
But Rainier picking up 3. $134-193. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Red Bulldozer on the line up against Shook Me All Night. Red Bulldozer looking to push against Killer B.
Very scrum start there. A lot of pushing, not a lot of moving. But we've got Shook Me All Night breaking through the front of the pack, taking lead jammer for Ark Valley.
Shock Stopper couldn't stop her. Anita hit a bitch now all over Red Bulldozer. Sets it up for Hammer and Nail. That was Lead Betty as the hammer.
That's a 5-point grand slam for, that Shook Me All Night. Red Bulldozer in the penalty box now for cutting the track. Power Jam Ark Valley. Voodoo Lady Goo Goo on her way to the penalty box now. There's 2 blockers on the floor for Rainier.
And just a messy game for Rainier right now. Cycling people inside and out of the box. Shook Me All Night. Another 5 points. They've broken the 2-century mark, 208 and 15 points so far on this jam.
Obviously passive offense here for Ark Valley. Just hanging back, taking advantage of the power jam. And she calls off the jam. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, coming up at the conclusion of this bout, we've got Lava City Roller Dolls taking on the Emerald City Roller Girls, an Oregon grudge match.
They came all the way north to play each other. Payne in the Bass, the lone jammer on the track with Red Bulldozer sitting in the box. Killer B shoulders Red Bulldozer as a hello as soon as she comes back through. Red Bulldozer breaking on through past I Need to Hit a Bitch. Rock and Rolla doing a great job with Charlie Horsepower against Payne in the Bass, but Payne in the Bass gets her 4 and calls it off.
Looks like we've got soccer balls lining up for Ark Valley up against Ponyboy Hurtis for Rainier.
Time ticking down, just 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game.
Damsel of Doom and Bad Catitude having to hold the line for Rainier. Ponyboy Hurtis just gets sandwiched There goes Soccer Ball, picking up lead jammer.
Ponyboy Hurtis having a tough time behind that 3-wall. That is Smasher to Smithereens, holding it together. Doing her best to not pick up multiplayer, but somebody did. Ponyboy Hurtis is now out.
Queen Labicha
is going to be in queue. 4 points picked up by Rainier. Ponyboy, nice fourth whistle effort.
Rainier still fighting very, very hard for this one. We've got about 3 minutes left. Nacho Sleaze lining up for Arc Valley up against Chick Eastwood for Rainier.
138-19, Arc Valley leading.
2-on-4 pack advantage to Rainier on this one.
Chick looking to just get around Smasher to Smithereens.
Pushing, pushing, pushing.
She makes it, but right behind her is Nacho Sleaze. Nacho Sleaze just picked up a cut track and a illegal procedure for not going to the box soon enough. Misconduct, rather. So she's going to sit for 2 minutes, which is pretty much the rest of the game. Huge opportunity for Rainier right now. Chick picks up the first 5. Or 10, sorry. Full complement, Rainier just led Betty and Smasher to Smithereens for Arc Valley. Chick Eastwood, Smasher to Smithereens, that's almost enough. Chick Eastwood, 5 more points.
Nice work by Rainier keeping Natty Dreadlock from joining her teammates, but Smasher to Smithereens rolls back, trying to regroup their pack there. Again, Chick Eastwood just pushing and pushing and pushing. Natty Dreadlock and Smasher to Smithereens. Queen Labicha trying to bridge that gap, but they gotta let her go, and there's 5 more points for Rainier.
Chick Eastwood calling the jam. Will allow a switch out of jammer.
This is so exciting. I think my hands are going numb.
A little bit of coaching from Quadzilla on what potentially is the last jam. Now all blockers for both teams on the track. Nacho Sleaze, though, in the box for what will be the majority of this game. Ponyboy Hurtis and the rest of Rainier playing passive offense. Ponyboy.
They gotta let her go.
This is for points right now. Ponyboy picking up the first 5.
She's going to give it another go here with about 1.5 minutes left in this jam. She calls it off, and with 2 seconds left on the clock, Quadzilla calls a timeout.
This is how you manage time, people. So many times in roller derby, so much time management that has not been necessarily managed correctly, but that's exactly how it's done.
Gearing up over on track 2, we've got the Bellingham Roller Betties taking on the Rodeo City Roller Girls of Ellensburg. Last bout on track 2 for the evening. For the tournament, oh my gosh, it's almost over. I'm gonna cry.
It's really close to being over.
Thank you to the horrible passes for keeping me here a little bit longer tonight. I'm so excited. I'm actually gonna get to after party this year.
Yay, that's pretty awesome.
I'm very excited.
Does that mean you have to wake up very early tomorrow to go back?
No.
Oh, so jealous. Jealous. Power start, power jam. 1, 2, 3, bad catitude. All blockers, both teams on the track. Passive offense. Killer B headed to the box. Bad catitude, lead jammer.
Let's hear it from all of these Roller City fans here in the house. Cheer for Rainier. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen.
Nacho Sleaze now out of the box, having served her 2 minutes for misconduct and for that cut track.
That's a grand slam for bad catitude. Nacho Sleaze is out of the box, through on her initial pass.
2 blockers down for Arc Valley.
Oh.
And a low block is going to be assessed on bad catitude. Which now means this jam is turned into a definite 2-minute jam. Bad catitude having the lead jammer and having now forfeited it. Nacho Sleaze is going to get knocked out by Charlie Horsepower and Rock and Rolla. Anita Hitabich is going to get a back block. Nacho Sleaze slowing down, trying to navigate this 3-wall. Killer B looking to break it up, does it. Red Bulldozer chasing a bit, but not too far. 5 points.
20 seconds left on the jam clock. Pushing, 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 trying to get around that 3-wall. Ooh, and she's pushed out of bounds.
Killer B clearing Rock and Rolla. 4 points, and that is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
That is that. Of course, we will wait for the official score, but I think it's pretty safe to say that Arc Valley is going to take the win on this one. So please, ladies and gentlemen, come down to the track and give them a high five as they take their victory lap. And don't go anywhere. Of course, we've got Lava City taking on Emerald City right up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, your victors, Arc Valley High Rollers. And please give it up for the ladies from White Center, the birthplace of Northwest Roller Derby. In the red and black, the Rainier!